What if your third eye is just awareness and you've been missing it? You don't need to open your third eye, you just need to remove the noise. Most people think that opening the third eye is just some mystical out there experience, but it's actually something simple and you can access this today. We've been taught to react to everything, good, bad, wrong. But what if your power begins the moment you stop reacting? My name is Mark AKA CreateLifestyle. I help people break out of the matrix so that they can experience freedom, abundance, peace of mind, and leave a powerful legacy. I'm talking right now about your third eye. It's not really mystical. It's all about awareness beyond duality. What's duality? Duality is like the law of polarity, the world that we live in. Everything has an opposite. There's up, there's down, there's hot, there's cold, there's right, there's wrong, there's black, there's white. We can go on and on. But that's the world we live in, and our brains are constantly evaluating. So we already have connection to the source. The source is whatever you want to call it. God, Jesus, Allah, Buddha, whatever you want to call it. The universe, the source. That's whatever you want to call it. That's what we're already connected to. So most people think that this third eye thing is mystical. But let me just simplify it. As I mentioned, there's the duality. Your third eye basically is the awareness. So that's the matrix that got us trapped in, just constantly processing all these thoughts in our minds. So the real shift happens when we start reacting or when we stop reacting and we start observing. That's where things really happen. That's where the rubber meets the road. The magic happens. So most people react to the news, we react to other people, we react to other problems. But as soon as we start observing instead of reacting, you begin to step outside of this matrix. How about when somebody cuts you off in traffic? That's a hot button for a lot of people. The first thing you want to do maybe is give them half a peace sign, perhaps. But just suppose you just didn't react. And when you do that, you just remain calm. So the issue is that there's too much noise, there's too many beliefs, there's too much conditioning that's going on inside of our brains. There's this whole idea of mental overload. We're constantly getting input, distractions, and judgments. This keeps us reacting, emotional, and programmable. So what we want to begin to do is simple and powerful, is we just want to get still. We just want to sit down. Good friend of mine, we always used to say, I just want to go somewhere and sit down. Meaning I just need to chill. So when we do this, we begin to watch our thoughts. Just go somewhere and sit down. Focus on your breathing. Okay, and then you go into observer mode. You just watch your thoughts. You don't judge them. You don't fight them. You just watch them. So when you just stop reacting, all your thoughts, they lose power. Your mind becomes quiet. So you can begin to activate your imagination. You just close your eyes. You just look gently up, imagining that you're looking at a third eye. Not because it's literal, but because it's your imagination is the bridge to your awareness. Don't try to force anything. Don't try to make something happen. Just be open. Stay calm, stay present, create some clarity. That's the connection. Breathe. Focus in on your breathing with your eyes closed. This is symbolic. It's like the art of letting go. The art of letting go of your identity. The art of letting go of reaction. Somebody wrote a book. It was called The Art of Not Giving a F. I'm not going to say it, but I have to read that book, by the way, but I've been hearing a lot about it. The Art of Not Giving an F. Once you get in that state, your patterns begin to change, your identity begins to change. It's powerful. And I like to always say that the only way out of this matrix is in. The journey into inner space. I asked a friend once, where's the next frontier? We're out there in the oceans, we're trying to conquer the oceans, we're trying to conquer outer space. Where's the next frontier? I always like to say that it is inner space. The space between your ears, that's the frontier. Anyway, once we begin to do this, we begin to move towards freedom, abundance, residual income, and legacy. So if I'm making any sense, I just want you to like, subscribe, follow, share. And what I want you to do is tonight, before you go to bed, I want you just to sit in some silence for 5 to 10 minutes. Just observe your thoughts. Don't judge anything. Just become aware. A lot of people like to light a candle and stare at the flame. That's a good technique as well, because this is what will break you out of the matrix and take you to the next level. Not just spiritually, but financially as well. So you will begin to expand your mind by going in. Again, if I'm making sense to you, subscribe, follow, share, and as always, peace, one love, and control your destiny.